And today I am excited because my current hometown Mavs play tonight against the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder are the number one seed in the West, Jimmy. Tell me, are they underrated or are they legit contenders for the NBA championship this
Are
year?
you talking about the Mavs underrated
No,
or
are the Thunder the
oh,
number
definitely not.
one seeded
There's no way.
Thunder?
How can you be underrated as the number one seed? They got there
Because
for a reason. And they have a
everybody,
very good, again, balance on the inside out. SGA and Chet Holmgren, although Chet is, a slighter build, but he's long and he could change, directions of shots defensively, and he's creative offensively. So it's going to be exciting. I want to go with my Mavs. I did talk about Luca and Kyrie being the best 1-2 punch in the league, left right now. But SGA and Chet is a tall order. So it's gonna be exciting to see. I can't wait to see how it unfolds.
I am telling you, the reason why it is phrased as underrated is you're right. They are the number one seed. And I think they might even have the NBA's best record this year.
Yes.
But here's the thing, Jimmy. They are not being talked about. They're talking about the Nuggets. They're talking about Ant-Man.
All year.
Talking about the Celts. They're talking about big game Donovan Mitchell. They're talking about Kyrie and Luca.
All
There
year.
is no talk about the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here's what I think. I think the Mavs, this is their year. I just feel there's something going on there. They have a feeling. They got a player that's incredible to stop and impossible to stop in Luka Doncic. And when he needs a break or he needs somebody else to pick it up, you got big game Kyrie, who in our last show, I'll repeat this for our listeners that might have missed the last show, is 13 and 0. 13 and 0 in series deciding games. 13 and 0.
Kyrie is the master. I mean, we see it late in games, but again, we've seen it over a course of or a number of years. And I keep going back to his Cleveland Cavalier years, and we've seen him be clutch in big moments. So at this stage in the game, especially what the Mavericks need, particularly Luca, to expand his game, take a little pressure off of him, allow him to do the other things that he's also great at, which is a monster on the boards, right? He could get kind of shore up the weak side when Kyrie is doing his thing. But to your point, Kyrie is really coming on, and I do feel like the Mavericks have a chance. But SGA and that number one OKC team, they're gonna have something to say about it. They're not
Let
number
me
one for no reason.
let me ask you a question, Jimmy, because this is my theory. But you played. You played at a very high level in college, part of the Fab Five, and you also played in the pros and internationally for that matter. So I'm curious how much this matters. Because as a fan, what I think and what I've witnessed is when you get a team like the Mavs that are really experienced, but they got a very tough veteran in Luca. They got another 1-2 punch with another veteran that's won championships and done it. And then they've got a very sort of veteran backcourt, right, and subs behind them. And then you've got this upstart young team with a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of guys that really haven't played in these type
Mm-hmm.
of games and that
Mm-hmm.
are very good and have played very good in the regular season. But the
Mm-hmm.
playoffs to me are different. Do
Definitely.
you think does that really matter? Does the youth okay, they played 82 games and they were great.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that youth and inexperience and not playing in the playoffs matters this year for them, or it doesn't matter and it's just the season and they're going to keep rolling like they have been? That's what I
It
want to know.
it does matter. It does matter. They don't have any experience to draw from. So say in critical moments or they're faced with a situation that they haven't, the pressure is ramped up and amped up so much that it may get to certain players. It may cause a crinkle in the timing. You just don't know. It may cause a player to pause or move too fast. Like, you just don't know what the result is going to be when you don't have that experience to draw from. So you hope that the veteran guards are able to, you know, kind of will the team past those mistakes, and that the guys who are the young guys are good enough to not let those mistakes or the mistakes that they may have affect the next play. So they got to have short memories and and just play the game.